Well, hello. My name is Ozzy. I've tried many times before to make YouTube anything. This channel has been around for many years, and I've tried many times to varying degrees of success. And even previously with the Cornby Chronicles for the whole, 10 people who watched them, which, to be fair enough. It's a bit hard to carry a solo roleplay thing on, it's I don't know. I fell out of favour with it pretty quickly. But nevertheless, I am starting a new Minecraft survival series. It's not going to be anything spectacular. It's not going to be, some magnificent, I built, all of Paris in 10 days of hardcore Minecraft. Because, frankly, I can't keep up with that sort of thing. It's not my sort of shtick. However, I do have a list, and I'm checking it twice. I have set out 15 goals that I want to achieve in this Let's Play series, because I want to really reconnect with the Minecraft, the game that I grew up loving, so near and dear to my heart. And as such, I have my list of the 15 commandments, the 15 things that I need to do in this series. I'm keeping it as sort of like a way to keep myself on track. Goals that I can aspire to. Something that, if I'm not, particularly hyper-fixated on the game, or, work comes up and all the rest of it, I can look at the list and go, okay, that is what I need to do. Let's get on with it. Instead of the guessing game that Cornby was. Of the goals that I set out to achieve, the very first one, I think, is the most important. Even though it's a bit... I don't know. Not that it's strange, but it's very specific to me. Of all these years that I'll explain the whole list in just a moment. But of all these years of playing Minecraft and growing up with it, back when I was 8 years old, and I'd first even caught wind of Minecraft because I'd seen a kid sitting in front of me at my sister's swimming competition playing it, and I had the confidence to ask him what he was playing, and he introduced it to me, so I very quickly downloaded Pocket Edition Lite and started playing it for the rest of my days. But growing up, watching and playing Minecraft, there were many YouTubers that I loved seeing. We've got the classics, Dan TDM, Stampy, all of Team Crafted, popular MMOs, yada yada yada. The list goes on. But a group very near and dear and close to my heart was and always will be the Yogscast. They were incredible. The Jaffa Factory series, the Vault series, the MoonQuest series, but especially Yog Labs. It was my favourite thing. I would watch it as often as I could. And obviously, with that, the whole I'm a dwarf and I'm digging a hole, the Diggy Diggy Hole song became a big thing. I obviously memorised it as soon as I could, as well as all the other Minecraft parodies. It was a great time. However, that has led me to a very important goal number one. The very first goal, the very first commandment is to have a base of just tunnels and other such buildings inside a mountain to live out my day. Well, maybe not to live out, because I have quite a few other plans. But to spend my days being a dwarf and digging a hole. It just has to be done. That's something I used to do all the time, especially back in old Pocket Edition when the world wasn't infinite. So I'd dig and dig and dig and then hit the barrier of the world. I'm like, okay, time to turn left. But yeah, that is the very first goal for this series. The rest of them are as follows. I must build a base. Obviously have a base that's just a bunch of tunnels in a really cool mountain. Second is to build a base in the old school way of building. So when I refer to the old school way of building, I'm thinking of early beta, when there were so few blocks, you had stone and wood and glass and I don't even remember bricks and stuff like that, the really old style of look, because I really like admire that sort of build style, even though with Minecraft now there's so many blocks and so much variety and so many colors as well. I feel like I owe it to jeez, I'm stumbling on stuff already. But I feel like I owe it to myself to pay respects to the build style of the past. Okay, this is just tragic. Well, will this work? It will! Beautiful. Oh. Ah, there you are. Yeah. Come on, wooden axe, you can do it. Yeah! Please wear off. How much longer have I... Whoa, I didn't even... Okay. What am I doing, bro? What am I doing? Alright, crisis narrowly avoided. I feel like I owe it to the old school version of Minecraft to properly build in that style, and at least have a base of that style, because it's just nice. Oh shit, Nautilus. I haven't messed with those guys yet. I don't trust it yet. I'm very slow when it comes to the updates and all the rest of it. It takes me a while before I figure anything out. But whatever the case. Goal number 3. Complete every single achievement. Despite playing this game for God knows how many years, it is still actively something I have not done yet. Which, admittedly, is kind of embarrassing. Like, of all the things I've done, and everyone plays at their own speed and their own style. I prefer building and all the rest of it. Creative mode was my thing, but you gotta get around to it at some point. Yeah, it's just, it was something I was thinking about of like, what can I set myself to do? And then I remembered, oh wait, I haven't completed every single achievement, so might want to hop on that. Is that? I felt like I saw a guardian a second. Oh, I guess I was right. Well, I'm just gonna... Nope. Ow. Ugh. Why are they everywhere? I'm dead. I'm so dead. Okay, maybe not. Thank the Lord. So I'm just stumbling upon everything today. It's not even been 10 minutes. Whatever the case. Yes. So I need to complete every single achievement. Number 4, beat the game. Again, that's another thing. I've done it once before, but it was on a server with friends, and they did 99% of the heavy lifting. So I don't count it as beating the end. So, beat the game. Goal number 4. Number 5, build a memorial to the wooden tools I first start with. So this axe and this pickaxe, and maybe a shovel if I end up using it. They will have their own build dedicated to them in all their glory. Number 6, I caught this, I forgot the name of the YouTuber, but they had done a series where they had stopped their progression, so they could only go like so far, so they could only use just wooden tools in the first, episode, and they have to complete a bunch of goals before they can move on to stone or yada yada yada. They had built maybe not like a graveyard, but like they built a headstone every time they die, in sort of memoriam for all the wacky hijinks they've been up to. And I really like that idea, so I'm going to shamelessly steal it. We call it transcribing in jazz. I'm just quoting him, you see. Number 7, I want to build a base in every single biome in the overworld. And this pairs up very nicely with a later goal, but I'll get to that in a minute. So I would love to have a base in every single biome. It'll force me to do a lot more exploring and get out and about, and build a lot more, which is one of my favorite things to do. Well, okay, time to just do the old... There we go. Okay. I should have... I'll at least... Okay, I'll at least do this so I can see outside, and it's not just pure darkness until morning. Anyway, build a base in every single biome. Then, connect all the bases, preferably by a minecart system, because I think that would be pretty cool. Number 9, get an elytra plus full netherite, full enchanted armor. Up until recently, on a server I've been playing on with a few of my friends, I have not gotten full netherite armor. I've never even touched netherite until this server. And an elytra, it's something I use in creative mode when I'm flying around doing pixel art. If I like, building it on the floor, it's a lot easier, especially if it's massive, to just fly along. Saves me a bit of distress. But yeah, I've never gotten an elytra, need to get full netherite, full enchanted gear, gotta be rolling. Number 10, build a shrine to diamond armor, because it's better. Nah, that's just me being on my high horse. Obviously, netherite armor, netherite tools are far superior, but diamond armor, that's for me. That's the OG shite. It's good stuff. Number 11, build famous buildings. Now, build famous buildings is not build famous buildings in the sense that, what's it called? Build, the Eiffel Tower or Flinders Street Station, because gotta rep Melbourne. But rather, famous builds in the world of Minecraft. So I'm thinking of trying to recreate Dan TDM's old lab, maybe the fighting arena from popular MMOs, and anything else if anyone's got any better suggestions as well. I just want to have them sprinkled in my world because, again, these are things that really connected me to the game, so I'd love to pay homage to them. Number 12, make a fake religion and build a church for it. I just think it's funny. It'd give the world a bit of story, touch on that role-playing aspect that I love so much as a wee lad. And it'd just be funny, especially if I make it really silly. Number 13, build bases in very different styles. So this goes back to the whole build a base in every single biome. I want every single biome's base to look unique compared to everything else in the world. So something medieval, something gothic, something modern, something... whatever the Great Gatsby theme is. The theme of the 1930s and 20s. I should know this. I should genuinely know that. Whatever. Case in point, I want to build in very many different styles, very many different types of cities. Number 14, I want to build a beacon at every base because I've never gotten a beacon in survival. Just period. Just never. It's never occurred to me. I built it in creative because it's easy, but never in survival. So I need to get on that. And to set myself a challenge, I need to build one at every single base. And number 15, I don't know how well this will blow over because I've run God knows how far, but make spawn look pretty. I don't know how possible that will be because I've run away from spawn. So I just realized I've had the wood for a bed this whole time. What am I doing? Although admittedly it was kind of fun to dig a little hole. Okay. Hallelujah. Okay. Also, if, whoa. Oh, Jesus. If it wasn't obvious by my complete astonishment when the shaders got reloaded earlier, this is the first time I'm playing with shaders. I didn't even, I think I pressed R. I think that's what I did. And that's how the shaders refreshed. But I would have no idea. Like many things, I'm trying to put... Oh, that's handy. I'm trying to push myself forward and trying to make make a more... How do I put this? No? Well, that's not good. I lost the axe. No one will know. This was definitely the first axe I've ever used. Totally. Yeah, it's just... By setting myself these challenges and by trying to do things that I've never done before, I'm trying to find more reason to keep moving forward. I tend to a lot, just in general, become really hyper-fixated on something and then spend weeks and weeks just head diving into it, and then there'll be a moment where I stop, and that's either because, something's come up or I've just lost interest or whatever. But then, whatever the case is, I stop focusing on it, and then I either completely forget about it, or every time I think about it, I actively avoid it. So we're trying to build something better here. I think that's the best I can do. Cue very wholesome music. Nothing. Surely. Yes, I'm taking this. Stonecutter is the best. Chuck out the rest. I still miss the old texture back in Pocket Edition because I thought that was really funny. It was a full block and it had the little, I don't even know how to describe it. It was just the good old days. No, we won't take that. We'll make one ourselves. We'll do better. I think that's everything. Maybe down here I haven't checked. Gotta double check, obviously. Ooh, that looks kind of nice. Little ridge thing. That looks awesome. I'm gonna go investigate after I steal this hay and check these two houses. By the end of this, I would like to have at least made a start on my secret base in the mountains. Cartographer stable, yes! Oh, wait, hang on. There it is. I'm taking this. Actually, nothing. Taking it. Thank you. And I'll take the chest too. Why not? Since we're here. Okay. I remember when I was testing out, because I'm using CurseForge to play this, but it's just so I can have these beautiful shaders and this 3D skin layer mod, just because I think it just looks a bit nicer. But yeah, I was testing out the shaders and all the rest of it and seeing how it would work and yada yada yada. And of some of the worlds I've made, like just in creative, just to test, I spawned in like these beautiful snowy mountains and all the rest of it. So I'm like, oh my days, bro. We're gonna have a wonderful spawn, and it's gonna be like at the bottom of this massive mountain, and it's gonna look sick as. And then I spawned to this world and I'm in a swamp. I'm like, okay, I see how it is. Although I do want to keep this as a point of interest. So I am going to jot down the coordinates on my little book with my commandments, because this looks sick. But it's not goal number 1. Whoa. Sorry, I'm not used to all this stuff on the side. Damn. Okay. 192, 78, 1,408. Okay. Doesn't this just look amazing though? Like, my goodness. That's incredible. But that's not what we're... Oh. And yet again, I surprised myself. I was about to say that's not what we're here for, because we're here to look for a mountain, but clearly, fate had other plans. I'm just going to take the lodestone. Nah, leave it. I just want the lodestone because then I can make, the compasses to point me in the direction of all my bases, which might make the minecart system a lot easier. Oh, actually, hang on. Hallelujah. Whoa, I didn't know that it glowed. Oh, it looks magnificent. Actually. Let's make some stone tools so I can keep my wooden tools safe. There we go. Okay. So many times, I've tried so many different things in Minecraft to try and make content out of it. I remember, at least a lot more in recent years, I was very inspired by orange juice and Apocuna. Particularly after watching The Outsiders, which a good friend introduced to me. Oh, if you have not seen The Outsiders SMP, I highly recommend it. It's based off The Maze Runner, and so I had this genius idea, what if I made my own version? Very original like that. Ooh, that's nice. But yeah, I thought, what if I made my own version? So I started building my own map because I thought, I'm going to be super cool and original and I'm going to have my own map that I'm going to hand build. Hand build, mind you, because world edit and, tools like that is not something I am quite familiar with or even have tried, really. So yeah, no world edit, no using commands or anything like that. And so, there I was. I'd built, the little clearing. From the center block, it's 128 blocks each direction, and then build the wall to those demands. And as you can assume, that is a massive space. Which, fair enough, for something like that, you'd probably need that. But then it made the little sketch I did of what I wanted the maze to look like. Well, it was something, that's for sure. And because no world edit, no using commands to just do /fill even, there I was, and I tried streaming it to try and get myself to work on it, but it didn't last very long. There I was placing every single block, making these massive lines. I was only doing the outline because I would have been miserable if I'd tried doing, whoa, don't jump at random. Not worth it. Take me back to the days when the only bit of advice was don't dig straight down. That ravine is, oh my goodness. Anyway. Yeah, I'd only done the outline because if I'd done any more, I would have been miserable. Where's my bed? And so, I ended up stopping, and I remember back when I started all this, I think I was 12, 13 when I first started trying to do things on YouTube. Oh my goodness, my first YouTube video, 5 minutes of gameplay between me and my friend playing split screen on my TV. Mind you, we recorded it by putting my phone, wedging my phone in between two beanbags to try and capture the TV. And it was a whole 5 minutes long. And mind you, we were filming it his mum was on his way to pick him up. 'Cause I think they were going out that night or something, I don't remember. But whatever the case, his mum was coming to pick him up, and that's when we decided, let's start recording. Genius idea right there. And that was the very first ever video. And ever since then, I've been on and off. I remember there was a period of time where I tried to be more like Jacksepticeye because I love Jack. Sorry, I love Sean. But I love Jacksepticeye. I love watching his videos growing up. And so I tried to do my own little intro stinger, I guess, where I, in my very high pitch 13, 14-year-old voice, I'd say, "G'day mates, Aussie Chunker here and welcome back." And it was so cringe-inducing, but so beautiful at the same time. I would even do a little face cam setup, which was, I figured out how to screen record on the PlayStation. Hallelujah. But then I would put my phone up, put my phone up against the bench or something, the little table, the little drawer, sorry, in the lounge room, and you just see me pretty much laying down in front of the camera, whilst playing Overwatch, especially back then. If the connection between Aussie Junkrat, you can sort of see where my genius came up with it. Ooh, that looks like something. Well, it's better than nothing. We'll head here for now. Surely we'll find something soon. So yeah, them's were the days. And that's, I'd recently been talking to a friend, and they suggested hopping back on to content creation. Mainly because I'd been considering it for a while, but I'd never taken the leap after Coranby. I'm just finding I'm setting up there. That's the one. Look at that. It reminds me of the Willie's Butte in Cars, bro. That's beautiful. Oh my goodness. Yes, please. And there's already a little opening I can set up. I'll leave the firefly bushes. I'll come back for them later. My goodness, look at that. Is that a spruce tree I see on the back? Does that mean I've found, maybe, where I'm setting up? Maybe. I think this is the sitch. Although it's not like a mountain by any means, it's certainly a very impressive bit of terrain. So yeah, I really like the look of this. There's a swamp there, and there's plains there, and a whole field over there. Oh my god, the city I can build over there. Nah, this is the spot. There's even emeralds, Jesus. A very lucky guy, it seems. Whoa. Nah, this is the spot. First, torches would be nice. Maybe I shouldn't use all of them. There we go. Okay. And I forgot. Oh, this is incredible. Sorry, I'm so used to playing Minecraft without shaders or anything that the fact that I can just hold it and it lights up. Oh, beautiful. Whoa, hi. Okay, let's continue. Oh, wait, the offhand. I'm a genius, I'm evolving. I understand the concept of holding something in your other hand. Okay, so this doesn't go all the way through to the other side. Okay, let me check the other side as well, because that had a massive opening, and I will be coming back for these spruce trees. I love spruce. It goes spruce, dark oak, pretty interchangeable in terms of ranking. I love both of them very equally. Then oak, the classic. And cherry wood, love cherry and pale oak, love that. So, yeah, it's here. Either. Yeah, cherry, pale oak. Then I'd probably put mangrove and the warped and crimson woods, and then right at the bottom, birch. As great. Oh, well, that was a bit anticlimactic. Thought it would go much deeper, but you know what? Actually, no. We'll set up here. This will be nice. Yeah, birch works well with sandstone, and I will at some point end up using it for one of these cities. However, I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. Oh, and I almost forgot about jungle and acacia. Jungle's half decent, although it can be a bit weird for me. And acacia is there as well. It exists. I like the logs. I think acacia logs look great, but acacia wood does not. Okay. This is the start of something big. All right, let's put some stuff down. So I've got 1,000,001 things, and I need them to go somewhere. Okay, let's just use this little space here. And chest. Stone cutter, cartography table, cauldron. We will put one lodestone down here. Whoa. Heard a little something. We'll put it there for now, because I don't have a compass, so I can't really say. I could make one, but we'll save that for later. And put my bed. There we go. Let's make sure to get some sleep. Okay. It's a new dawn, it's a new day. I don't think that's how it goes, but whatever. They've even got rainbows! What? God, isn't that just beautiful? My God. The more and more I play, the more in awe I become. Like, that's just beautiful. I'll leave the second. Oh, actually, no. We'll put the second one in the chest. Leather. That's what we need to make. Aha! There are some monsters here, and I don't know if they're above me or if they're further in. But I guess we'll find out. I should not have put it there. But you know what? Who cares? Let's make some slabs. There we go. And we'll just put 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. Then with our slabs, build a little bit of a platform. I'll definitely need more, but we'll get there when we get there. For now, we wait. I should actually build a furnace, now that I think about it. I've done all this stuff and I haven't got a furnace. There we go. Melt some of that iron. I am looking forward to the other side with that little, maybe not, I guess ravine or cavern sort of thing. I am a big fan of spelunking, which is a very funny word. I love just diving into caves to see what I can find, just for funsies. I think it is one of the best parts of Minecraft, just finding a massive cave and just going, all right, let's go. Speaking of which, let's get onto it. We said we're building a base that is a bunch of tunnels and rooms and all the rest of it. So we should get cracking. It'd probably be wise to do this 1 by 2. Like so. However, that would make sense, and I'm not a fan of that. There it is. Okay. First, get this place lit up. Ooh, look at that. Oh god, we are moving. Record pace. Actually, let's put these in here now. There we go. Keep them safe. Put that down, all that down. Got beef as well. That's good. Those, thems, that, those, that, and that, and that, and half of that. All right. Whew. Isn't that schmidt? Ain't it clean though? And set those to there. And leave that in there. Okay. Okay, so I'm thinking. Okay. This is our beautiful viewing deck, where we'll probably put some stairs as well. Or maybe a ladder. We'll put a ladder. Be easier. Yeah, a ladder to down there, and we can view this beautiful plain ahead of us. And this is going to be like a hallway, and there's going to be a bunch of different staircases going up or down to different rooms. And then one of them will lead to the mines. Because in the wise words of Jack Black, as a child I yearned for the mines. And there we are, we're through to the other side. Okay, cool. This will give us a frame of reference. And we can also set up this area as like a little farm. Which I didn't even know there was snow there. Huh, got a little cabin up there. Nevertheless. But yeah, what I'm getting at is we can't really go down this way just yet, so we may actually turn the hallway this way and build a room in here. But then we'll also, if we're going to dig this way, we have to be a lot closer over there, and then we can have another thing over here as well. Ooh-wee! Plans are happening. I've refound the magic. Yeah, so let's put here. This is where we begin. Oh. Well then. I guess we went a little too far down. Well, I'm not going to complain. I find iron, so everything has its pros and cons, I guess. Yeah, seems we may have gone a little too far. Which is okay. Suppose all it means is we'll just put a platform there. There we go. And we won't make the room too big for that exact reason. I guess for this reason too. There we go. Little room number 1. Oh, look at that. Anyway, let's head this way and continue the hallway. I see where we've popped out now. This is good, actually. I quite like this. Now I've got here as well we can build. There goes my pick, which is alright. We got more. So it's alright. We do need more sticks though, which is unfortunate. There we go. Okay. Crazy with it. So close yet so far. just make a stone one. We only need to break so much. I actually have kind of forgotten that copper tools exist now. It's very strange. What about you? I don't think I'll use it much. I much prefer the traditional progression of wood to stone to iron to diamond, pretty much. Gold only if absolutely necessary. But I do like that they added copper tools and copper armor. Okay. There we go. Look at this. God, everything is coming up Millhouse. Well, with that, I think, put those on to cook, but I think for today, that might be where I leave them. I think we've got a great start of a little base here, and I think commandment number 1 will be achieved in no time. I reckon next episode will be a lot more building, a lot more making this place look magnificent. And maybe there might be another commandment I go on to try. But nevertheless, thank you all for joining me today. I know it's, nothing spectacular, nothing too radical left of center, but I would like to thank you for joining me. And obviously, if you do enjoy what you've seen today and want to see what happens next in my little survival world, don't forget to subscribe and like. With that, I hope you have a wonderful day, take care, and hope all is well. See you on the flip side.